I just got done playing Donkey Kong Bonanza because Nintendo flew me. No, I'm just kidding. Nintendo didn't fly me out. I wish they did, but they didn't. But anyways, there are demos out there. Yeah, literally just popping up in stores. And I saw some people talking about it on Twitter. I decided to drive by to my local Target, and would you know, Donkey Kong Bonanza has a demo at the Switch 2 kiosk. So if you have any stores near you, like a Best Buy or a Target, that has the Switch 2 demo kiosk, you'll probably be able to play Donkey Kong Bonanza on them, literally like right now, today. So definitely go try it out. This was a wild experience for a lot of reasons, and I'll tell you why as I go through this. This is going to be a casual me talking about my experience, and I'll show some pictures of me playing as well. I couldn't take full videos, I just took like a couple pictures. Real quick before we get started, I am trying to reach 400,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and we are very, very close to 370,000, and you can make that happen by simply leaving a like and subscribing. Let's see how many people we can get to subscribe from this one video if you're excited for DK. But let's talk about this demo. So I was shocked to see that Nintendo actually allows us to play more than just this first area that's like in the mines of Ingot Isle. It actually lets you play the second area too, which is like the beach themed area, which is pretty cool. So pretty much everything that we've seen in the treehouse is playable, plus a lot more since that Nintendo Direct. Like, it allows you to now play the bonus rooms. It actually has Paulygon on your back. You even have the Kong Bonanza transformation. There's a lot going on here. It just feels like this is just the full game to the max, and they just let you play a little snippet of it. But that little snippet, man. So I played two 15-minute sessions. The second session was maybe a little bit under 15 minutes because I got to like as far as I could possibly get to before the demo cuts you off. So probably like, 15 minutes the first time, 10 minutes the second time. But within that 20 to 30 minutes that I played, dude, it genuinely felt like I played for 5 minutes. It is one of the first times I've ever played a demo, even with Mario Wonder's demo, and I can name a lot of demos in the past, even Mario Odyssey's demo. It was up there. Like, trust me, Mario Odyssey was a lot of fun. But this one is just like, dude, I genuinely could not stop playing this game. I wanted to play the demo like 6 more times and just take different routes and find more Bonandium. This is amazing. I'm so off script here. That's how excited I am for this game. I'm just going to talk about it. Just right away, controlling Donkey Kong, it was a little confusing to me at first because Donkey Kong's moveset is like 10 times more diverse than Mario's. Like, Mario Odyssey, Mario has so many moves, from his flips, the rolls, the hat flips, and the hat tricks you can do. Donkey Kong doesn't even have a hat. He just has Pauline sitting on his back. But still, he has so many different moves, man. And there's like, I feel like there's still tons that I don't know. It doesn't hold your hand to teach you them at all. It just kind of shows you quick pop-ups and you just learn them as you go. But man, I mean, there's things you gotta learn, from picking chunks of rock up or like surfing on it, holding it above your head, throwing it, rolling and jumping and then digging under the ground, or just punching it to dig, or when you're underground, digging upward. I mean, there's just like a million bajillion things that Donkey Kong can do in this game, and it feels so crazy. I remember watching the treehouse and watching, the player just, run around and punch things, and I was like, this looks really good, but it just doesn't look like it's anything super crazy. You know what I mean? He's just digging. But when you're actually doing it, dude, I'm telling you, I have extreme OCD already, so I'm just going to be punching the living daylights out of every grain of dirt because it is literally so satisfying. Just running around and punching at the same time, I can't stop. Picking up chunks of rock and debris and aiming and throwing it at other enemies is satisfying. I mean, I could just keep on going. How satisfying this game feels to like do the ground pound and collect Bonandium and gold nuggets and stuff. It's awesome. But I couldn't still, like I said, figure out how to do some of the things. Like I couldn't figure out how to roll really fast. Like, you can roll, but like the trailer shows, or what we just saw with the Direct, it showed Donkey Kong rolling really fast and like knocking things out of the way. I have no clue how to do that. It might be like involving shaking the controller, kind of like Odyssey, but I haven't figured that out. And that just goes to show you there's just so much in this game. You can swing the rock, you can throw the rock, you can actually spin the rock around like Mario 64 does with like Bowser, and then you can have like a final throw, which I don't even think they showed. I completely forgot about the chunk jump. Like, I'm watching it now, and I'm like, dude, yep, I didn't think about that. I mean, it's just, there's so many things that you could do as Donkey Kong. And he doesn't even have like a power-up or anything. It's just Donkey Kong's core moveset. Now, like I said, they also allowed you to do the Bonanza transformation, at least just the Kong one, where you turn into a bigger monkey. this was really cool. You just turn into Super Donkey Kong and you just punch through any and every material and you're just like knocking holes through everything. It's super satisfying. Now, I don't know if it was just for the demo for us to try it out, but I felt like my meter was always charged. Like there was never a time where I couldn't transform it, if that makes sense. I just felt like it was like so easy to get that bar filled back up. So maybe it was just the demo and they just kept it that way just for us to try it out multiple times. But also, I seen some people getting worried that, you know, the way to transform was going to be to shake the controller, which that is how you beat Donkey Kong's chest, and that is an option for transforming. You don't have to do it though. You can hold both the L1 and R1 and it'll already do it for you. So there's like different options. Like you could either shake the controller or hold both L1 and R1. So you don't have to worry about that. There's workarounds there. You don't have to shake the controller unless it's probably for like rolling fast, like I said earlier, or something. But I could just sit here and talk about the controls nonstop. But the combat is also so good. There's a bonus room where you have to fight a bunch of crocoids, which are those skeletal crocs that are, you know, encased in all those bricks and, you know, material. And it might seem simple, just, you know, punching stuff off of them and stuff, but like it's just, I can't even explain. There's so many options. You can like grab a chunk off of them, turn around, spin it and hit them, or like throw it at somebody else. And as they're swinging at you, you can dodge, run around another one, and just start punching him from the back. And I'm like, dude, the combat alone is extremely well done. I mean, I think this is some of the most fun combat I've had. I'd rather have combat, you know, fighting crocoids as Donkey Kong than I did in, you know, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, where it just felt like it was repetitive button mash. And you might be doing that here, but there's so many other options to keep the combat fresh. Some enemies you have to pick up pieces of rock and throw it at them and stuff. And it's just like, I love it. 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 Maybe this is just my honeymoon stage. I mean, it's been so long since Odyssey, since 2017. So maybe I'm just like losing my mind here. But I'm telling you, dude, like I actively cannot stop playing. Like I keep thinking about it. I drove home and I was like, I should have played a couple more just because it feels so good to control. Donkey Kong controls like a dream. The rolls, the roll jump, the platforming, his climbing is so easy. You just jump and you like click to walls like magnets and you could just easily climb to the top. And I found myself just wanting to search the whole area for like 2 hours and find all the Banandium gems. Now, do I have any complaints? No, like, not really. I mean, if I have any complaints, they're extremely minor. I think the only complaints you could say is like maybe, you know, you'll be digging way too much. You know, I feel like there's just so many hidden secrets. I mean, there's even bonus room entrance doors hidden underground. So you might be spending a very long time just digging and messing around in one area and just one sub-level alone. And we know the worlds are sometimes multiple sub-levels from the direct. And just that first sub-level of that second area we were able to play, that water area, just the first sub-level of that one, dude, you could probably spend multiple hours in it. I mean, there's just so much stuff to dig for and look for. It's crazy. So I don't even know. I mean, if you're somebody that's weird and you hate content and spending a lot of time in a video game, then I guess you'd be upset by that. But I'm like, that just sounds like a lot of fun to me. That sounds like tons of content replayability. I love that. And, you know, I'm trying to think of something negative to say. And it's just like once you get used to the controls and learn how Donkey Kong moves and works, there's genuinely nothing I can say that's negative with that demo and what I played. Like, at all. At all. Now, I'm pretty sure that area is still the very beginning of the game where you get your first Bananza transformation from the, you know, first Elder. So I would assume it's very, very early in the game. But even with that said, some of these bonus rooms, I was like, wow, I actually thought I did really, really well. And I barely passed with like 3 seconds remaining. I was shocked. Like some of those challenge rooms, I was like, wow. You know, I was expecting just to breeze through everything. And for the most part, I did for that first area. But there was a couple challenge rooms where I was like, you got to move quick. And you got to be like on high alert and get through that area fast. Like I was surprised. I can see this game for sure just ramping up in difficulty towards some of the later games. Or some of the later stages, rather. But man, dude, Nintendo, they did it. This is one of those games that I feel like can very well beat out Odyssey, and I'm not joking. Like I love Mario Odyssey. Don't get me wrong. I'm one of those people that like I think Mario Odyssey is without a doubt the best 3D Mario game, and I'm a huge Sunshine fan. And for a while, nothing could beat Sunshine. But Odyssey, the movement, the replayability, it's great. I'll also say the Banandium gems, they don't feel like moons. You know, like I'm not feeling like I'm doing, you know, absolutely pointless things and just getting Banandium gems. I'm actually like working really hard for them. Like I'm digging super far to find one hidden, or I have to throw something at it in a distance in order to grab it, or do some type of little mission that pops up real quick in order to be rewarded one. I always feel like they're placed in really good areas, and it's not just like, you know, I ground pounded in this spot and I get one. There's some definitely easy ones for sure. Like there's some that you just punch through a cave and oh, there's a gem right there. But I don't know. They feel a little bit more rewarding than Odysseys, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because you got to punch it to break it apart and something, but you actually got to dig for it and look for it instead of just ground pounding in one spot for it. But it definitely feels a lot more streamlined, you know, a lot better, you know, like you're actually doing something to earn that gem. Something else I'll say is that when you play it, something really clicks, and it's just the fact that the King K. Rool's got to be in this game. I would be mind blown if at the end of the game or towards the core, there's no King K. Rool, because there's a lot of focus on these crocoid creatures, which just doesn't make sense in comparison to like anything else you fight. Like everything else is like these weird like fossilized creatures, and you don't really know what they are. But you know, the crocoids are very specific crocs. Like why else would they be crocs? I mean, we've heard interviews in the past saying, like, for instance, they didn't want to add any Kremlings or anything to Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, I believe, because, or it was either Returns or Tropical Freeze, because they didn't want to give people the wrong idea. They wanted people to know, like, no, the Kremlings are not here and K. Rool's not here. Why would they add crocodiles if K. Rool's not here? I mean, they would be giving off the wrong impression. I mean, they're literally like almost, I did like 5 bonus rooms, and I think like 3 of them had stuff to do with crocoids, and they had the name crocoids in the mission. I'm like, I extremely doubt that the Kremlings are not going to show up here. Like, they're probably going to be like very late in the game. There might even be a whole sub-level dedicated to them, which would just be a Donkey Kong fan's dream come true, and I can't wait for it. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I will eat my own words, but I would be shocked if the Kremlings don't appear. Just playing it just made me feel like, oh yeah, like they're doing something with this, like for sure. But man, all in all, if I had to give this like a score based on just my demo session and you know how much I enjoyed my quick demo session, like I said, that around 20 to 30 minutes that I played felt like 3. Like I could not believe when that demo session that said like your session is over popped up. I was like, there's no possible way that was 15 minutes. I mean, you will just. This game is going to be an investment of time to spend digging, playing around, finding things, and just the combat, the movement, the music, the characters. Like Pauline is awesome. She like makes all these funny sounds and stuff. Like there's a couple where like the bonus room door would swing open and it would scare her and like startle her a little bit, and she'll be like, ah! You know what I mean? Like she'll scream real quick, and it's like I can't even like imitate it, but it's hilarious. It cracked me up every single time. It's just little stuff like that, and I mean, there's just so much love, and you could tell there's love poured into this game. All the NPCs react to you. You know, you can punch them, you can like dance around with them and stuff. It just feels like a real, live, vibrant world that's alive and excited, and I love it. I love it. I can't. Okay, I gotta stop. I'm gonna go on too much. Honestly, 9.7 out of 10 from what I played so far. This game, I was already excited for Donkey Kong. I mean, having a 3D game since the 64 is huge, but man, this just, I am so glad I decided to get up and play the demo. Go try the demo out for yourself and let me know how you feel about it. But also, if you can't get to a demo station, instead, leave a comment down below of something that you would like me to answer for you. If you have any questions about the game, if there's something that you're worried about, comment it down below. All you have to do is just comment the word DK in capital letters. DK followed by your Donkey Kong demo question, and maybe I'll post a whole video of me, you know, talking about it. Maybe I'll go back and play a little bit more and try to answer some of you guys' questions if you have any. But yeah, definitely just ask away, and I'll be pleased to see if I can answer your guys' questions. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. And like always, I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys. Donkey Kong Bananza is great.